Let's take a walk, hallelujah. Everything, hallelujah. You guys, I had a powerful realization recently on the topic of fear. There was a fear that was being instilled into me through another individual. And once I dove in to that energy of fear and looked at the origin of it and where it was coming from, I was relieved from the fear. I was relieved from the fear and the anxiety. And the realization that I came to was that this fear was a gift. It was actually a gift, because if I didn't have this fear, I wouldn't have realized the reason I had the fear. And the reason that I had the fear that this other individual gave to me was because I care. I didn't want to hurt this other individual. And that is powerful to come to that realization. So in this sense, my fear, the origin of it, was because I care about this person and I feared that I was going to hurt them. And that is actually a gift. Fear is a gift. I know a lot of people don't like fear, right? Because it resurrects all these emotions and uneasy type of feelings. But once you realize the origin, you can understand fear is actually a gift. It's a gift that's given to you, because we automatically have this stigma about fear, like a negative stigma. But fear can be looked at through a positive lens, and the light in having a fear is the origin of it. So I encourage you, dive into the origin of your fears. And now that I had this realization, let's kind of think this through together, because I also want to apply this to the concept of the conflict and what's going on in Israel. I believe that there is a sense of fear that is attempted to be instilled into the Jewish people to fear being hurt, to fear being harmed, and to fear living their life. I realized through my experience I just recently had, fear is a gift, because in my experience, fear is directly proportional to the concept of caring. Fear, so it's kind of like in my mind, I'm thinking fear equals caring. Care, fear, care. Care for fear. I care for fear. Fear cares for you. And let's just look like at a random example, right? Like, let's say you have a fear to go outside because you don't want to be hurt, or you have a fear that things are not going to go as planned, or you have a fear that something is going to throw you into a situation that you don't know how to deal with. You know, all these kinds of concepts are equivalent to caring. Like, why would you fear to go outside? Because you care to go outside. You care to live your life. You care to do those things. And so when fear is given to you, it's actually a awakening moment for you to realize that you actually care about these things in your life.